Guys, welcome back to 5-9 Gaming. Is your boy the Masked Ningen, and we've got another fan-made cards video for you. We are doing the fan-made EZAs for Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4s, the OGs. Both of them will be coming up very soon, and we decided to separate your responses into two videos. So we're going to start off with Goku. So we've got his pre-EZA information up here. Obviously he was the Super STR 120 lead for 120 stats and 3 key, and then he does also give extreme STR types 50% and 1 key. He does immense damage and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns on his super attack, and then his passive was attack 150%, medium chance of evading enemies super attacks and countering with tremendous power. So obviously no defense in his passive, but when this card came out he was one of the hardest hitting units in the game for quite some time. So it's going to be very interesting to see what you guys have cooked up. Obviously we know from the previous 120 leaders that his leader skill is going to be super types for STR 130 and 3 key, and then extreme goes up to 90% and 3 key. So the leader skill part wasn't included on the form, but let us just jump in and we'll start off with my pick first. Okay, so starting off, we got my Goku pick. This is from Zach15375361 on Twitter. So shout out to you for this entry. And so for his Goku, we have the post EZA super attack is immense damage, greatly raises attack, raises defense 30% for 6 turns. So we've got the defense raise is still in there, of course, still 30%, but we've got greatly raises attack. Now obviously, as you see, there's no turn thing here, so this means that he's infinitely stacking attack, and each time it is greatly raises, so that is really good. Obviously going to be very powerful, hitting very hard with that. And then his passive is key +3, attack and defense 150, and then he has a high chance of evading enemy super attacks and countering with tremendous power. And then GT hero or great 8 power category, I'm assuming allies, key +2, attack and defense 10%. So 10% is not a lot, but that's a really useful bit of extra utility for him to have. And then of course it includes him as well, and a lot of units that have these kind of supports for the dual categories, they obviously do stack. So if you're a great 8 power GT hero, you're getting 4 key and attack and defense 20%. So one of the things I really like about this is for things like Extreme Super Battle Road or Battlefield, on a mono STR team, you can link up this Super Saiyan 4 Goku really well with the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And one of his issues in harder events is you need to get his 18 key super for him to raise his defense. So being on rotation with this Goku, he's going to be getting 4 key and 20% attack and defense from this Goku's passive. And then yeah, this Goku is going to continue his legacy of being an insanely hard hitting unit with that infinitely greatly raising attack. And the super attack counter chance has been raised from 30% to 50%. Now, obviously, this is a very powerful EZA. This makes the card very good. But the thing that you have to bear in mind is with the Super Saiyan 4s getting an EZA, whilst the same name update does allow you to use units with the same name on the same team now on JP, obviously this is coming to global as well, and we don't have that. So, you know, the units don't link. So when it comes to team building, you still will need to consider sometimes which is the better version of a character, because you might not want to have both on your team. And so for these guys, you really need to make sure their EZA allows them to compete with the LR versions of the Super Saiyan 4s. And whilst it's difficult just to say on paper whether this guy would be better, this EZA does make him incredibly powerful, especially for longer form events. Because the Super Saiyan 4s, once they get fully built up, they are still pretty good, even nowadays. But this guy, in a longer form event, infinitely stacking with greatly raising attack, he's going to be hitting some insane attack stats. And of course, if you want to, you can just use him as a support unit for a GT hero or great 8 power team. So this guy now has a lot of utility, especially for a global perspective where we don't have the same name update yet. So very good entry, very powerful. So shout out to Zach, all the numbers for your entry, and let's move on to the next one.
It's Gil, guys. How you guys doing? We're here with SSJ4 Goku's I was gonna say Zenkai EZA fan-made card from Stereo Dragons, and we are here with Goku. So Goku's EZA. Now, I'm very interested to see where he goes with this because I personally also have some interesting thoughts on how they should approach him. So we're going to start off with his super attack. Raises defense for 6 turns, pretty much what he does now because raises defense is 30% defense. Causes immense damage and medium chance to perform a critical hit for 1 turn. I like. The only thing I would maybe change is push raises defense to 9 turns, but it depends on what his passive is. So we'll go on to his passive next. Attack 150 and defense 120. Very good. Pretty much what I am expecting, honestly. Maybe they might push the attack up to 170 and do 170 attack, 120 defense, and do something else for Vegeta. High chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. Medium chance to evade enemies' attacks. That's kind of cool that he already has that high chance to evade enemy super attack, and then you're adding a medium chance for normal attacks as well. Very nice. And an additional attack 59% when facing against extreme type enemies. Very nice. I think the only thing I would change probably is additional attack 59% when facing artificial life forms. Apart from that, I think it's pretty much on the head. I love the broadness that extreme type does, but knowing Akatsuki and how much they'll limit him, especially because he already has such high attack and everything, right? I don't think they'd go that drastic with him where he against every extreme type in the game, which is a decent chunk, you know, even though it's not the same list as the super side, it's still a decent list, and that would be just kind of nuts. So yeah, I like this card. Here and there a couple of tweaks, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this Goku is going to be, because personally he was one of my first big Dokkan Fest exclusive cards, and I ran the Super STR team for a long time, especially because of Rage Vegeta, LRVB, sorry, and so on and so forth. So the Super STR team, you know, potentially gonna try and run it again with this guy as the leader. It's gonna be so good to experience. But yeah, we'll move on to the next content creator who will be giving their verdict on another fan-made card.
What is up, my dudes? Tyster here, back again with another fan-made card, and with both like EZA, Goku, and Vegeta SSJ4 coming out here momentarily, I'm gonna go ahead and review a Goku card because I know that Goku doesn't get a lot of love. So we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick. So this is gonna be from Tenj, ITZTENJ. So we got EZA super attack right here, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. Causes immense damage to enemy and lowers attack. I think that's definitely like just a little addition, especially with the lowers attack. Not gonna do too much, but hey, you know, anything that'll help us out, keep this unit from getting hit too hard, I'll take it. Post EZA passive skill, attack defense plus 150%, high chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power, medium chance of launching an additional super attack. Giant 8 power category allies, key +1, and attack and defense plus 30%, attack and chance of performing a critical hit plus 11% for Rainbow Key Sphere obtained. And I really like this because it turns a unit that not only didn't really have any defense and giving them a massive boost of defense, but it turns the unit into a support card a little bit, like especially with the giant 8 power. I think that gives this card more meaning, especially when it goes to the giant 8 category. Because the fact that, you know, not really used too much over the Vegeta counterparts. So yeah, I definitely like the fact that they added that. And then 11% per Rainbow Key Sphere. I think that's a little over the top on it, but it would be cool to kind of see this combination, because we all know that SSJ4, like, as a general, you know, transformation, very like powerful. So it's really cool to see that this card gets a little powerful treatment. We already know that the, you know, leader skill is going to be the 130% for STR, so this is definitely not worrying about that, but definitely a very cool card. I'd definitely be happy with it. So thank you so much to Tenj. Sorry about that, Tenj. Thank you so much for your submission.
Today, I'm going to be looking at Black Feather's Super Saiyan 4 Goku EZA fan-made card. Thank you for your submission, Black Feather, as per usual. So, with his post-EZA super attack, we're going straight into it. Immense damage to the enemy with a high chance of performing a critical hit, and raises attack and defense by 30% for 6 turns, which is awesome. I think out of the two, I think Goku definitely needs the biggest upgrade. So, I've chosen a pretty good one here from Black Feather, and he's gotten a good idea for us. Attack plus 159%. So if you can read the passive already, it's very Goku based, and I think that makes the most sense for Goku Day. Defense plus 59%, raising the additional attack base on the amount of HP, so it's like Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku vibes, up to 59%. The lower the HP, the greater the boost. Plus the additional defense plus 11% for every attack performed. So at least he's getting some defense from, you know, his pre-EZA, so that's really, really appreciated. That's like one of the most important things when we're expecting for this EZA. And then perform a critical hit when HP is 59% or below. Not going to be utilized too much with the OP teams that he's going to be in, but very nice to have. And then medium chance to evade the enemy's attack, including super attacks, with the counter, of course. Thank you, Black Feather, for your submission. Much appreciated.
Hey guys, Nolar here. Here to do your fan-made cards for Goku. Appreciate everyone putting their submissions, but I decided to pick Miyamoto here. It's gonna be, kind of be interesting to see what they do with these guys, because they can make them really broken, or they could just, you know, make them a little meh. Hopefully not as meh as Super Saiyan 3 Broly, but here we go. So we've got Goku here. His post-EZA super attack is raise attack for 1 turn, defense plus 60% for 6 turns, and cause immense damage to the enemy. Okay, more or less standard. I think that's the same, actually. Okay, and then post-EZA passive. Now, this is where I think things will change quite a bit. And we've got 160% attack, and I think it was 150 before. Defense plus 90 at the start of turn, so that's a good thing. So stacking super attacks with 50% defense for 6 turns on top of start of turn 90% defense. Pretty good. Attack plus 20% when performing super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. I think that's pretty fair. Because at most you'll just tack on 5 extra rainbow orbs, and that'll be what, 100% super attack, 100% attack on the super. Gain defense plus 10% with each super attack performed, max of 60%. Well, yeah, he's gonna be super defensive, which is good. It's just flipping the script that, you know, back then on year 2, he was known to be the attacker with no defense. He just has to build it up. And then gain defense. Each super attack, so 60% def. Like after what is that? 6 turns, so that'd be what, turn 12 at the earliest. He'll have 60% defense plus the 90% on the start of turn, and then you've been supering at least 3 times, right? So that's another 150%. So yeah, he'll be super defensive, which is good. He's always been an attacker. I mean, this still boosts him a little bit, the Rainbow Key Sphere part, so that's pretty good. Launch an additional attack that has a medium chance to be a super attack as a 3rd attacker. That's pretty good because for the most part, people don't throw him off rotation. So sometimes you might have to, right? All the attacks at the end, he's been defensive all this time. But, you know, when you throw him off rotation, this super attack defense plus 50% for 6 turns isn't as strong because he's going to come back on every 3rd rotation, right? So that's a pretty good incentive to be like, hey, throw him off, get an additional super attack to finish off the fight or finish off this turn, whatever the case may be. And again, medium chance to evade enemy super attack and counter with tremendous power. That's standard for every Super Saiyan 4s there are. So with that said, this is my pick for Goku for the Super Saiyan 4 EZA. You guys tell us down in the comments below, did you like my pick? Did you like everyone else's pick before me? So if you're new here and like the video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live with videos. And thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate all your submissions and all your fan-made content. So thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch y'all in the next one. We're out.